Hello there everyone, welcome back to another video about a children's trading card game, another One Piece market watch this week. Before I get into it, I did want to give a little update on some of the things you can expect moving forward in terms of One Piece. Firstly, sorry there wasn't a market watch last week's first week I didn't do it. I was really busy that weekend, and I think we all know where the trend was going, this week it's just basically going to be last week cranked up to 20, as you'll see, because some of these prices are absolutely mind-boggling. Bit of a spoiler. And secondly, on Tuesday, as the time is recording, you should be seeing this Sunday, so in the next video, after this goes up, there's going to be a meta breakdown for the Treasure Cup meta. I think it's a really good video. I think there's a lot of really good knowledge and insight in that video, where I've spent a lot of time testing this format, and I think I've put basically all of that into that video. I think it's quite good. So please do subscribe to the channel and like the video to be notified when, well, you don't have to like the video to be notified, but I'd appreciate it if you did, to be notified when that video does come out, because I would really appreciate the support on that one. And of course, 80% of you are not subscribed, so I would really appreciate it if you did hit that sub button, because I like big number go up. Would be nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this market watch, because as you can imagine, things in TCG land are going a little bit crazy. So let's move this over here a little bit, and you can see Romance Dawn booster box case, $3,000. Oh my god. Paramount War, $2,400. Now, and this is the issue. Set 3 pre-orders already at $1,700 a case. Set 3. That's ridiculous. I would not want to pay more than, I don't know, $1,200, $1,300 for my case. So already this is inflated, but set 1, my god. Super Really starter deck set, $750, but if you just want the Luffy, that's going to cost you a tidy $340. Individual boxes, $250 for Romance Dawn. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. A set of the starter decks, $160. The individual, the individual starters, $40 for any of them, $30 to $40 if you can even find them, because I think that's the real issue, especially in the UK. As an aside, TCG Player at least is available to you in the US, so if you have money, you're fine. Like, yeah, obviously, like, you can you'll take a shag, but you're fine. We can't even get the starter decks in the UK. They're just gone. Nowhere has them. So anyone who has been trying to pick up the game in the last month or so has kind of been shit out of luck, because everything sold in December. There is a restock coming, obviously in Feb, so we're going to see a massive market downturn then, but it ain't Feb yet, baby. It's Treasure Cup season, so the stonks only go up on this occasion. If we look into the promos, we can see here Winner Luffy at $1,300. This card has been climbing thanks to the collector's market. And the super pre-release version of the 6-drop Luffy absolutely spiking over the last few weeks to $40. This is because it sees play in Red Luffy, and Red Luffy has done very well in some American events, which has caused the price to spike. But other than that, the winner promos are about $30 to $35, which is pretty standard. $15 on this 2K Luffy, which is the most essential one, and then $10 on $10 on basically all the other promos. Pretty standard stuff in terms of the promos. Obviously, the big movement here is on that super pre-release variant of this, which is a bit silly, because you can see here for $10 you can get the normal version, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's the exact same card, and I also think the artwork is nicer. On to the rares, and Nami having a bit of a downturn. Earlier this week, she was damn near $300. So happy to see she's decreased in price a bit, but Nami's one of those cards where, I think they regret printing it, because she's just too good. She sees play in basically every red deck outside of Whitebeard Pirates, essentially, at this point. And then that doesn't really look likely to change in set 3. And a top 5 searcher on play, I think they've realized, is kind of nuts. Though, obviously, that hasn't stopped them giving one to Izo, so, I don't know. I think this card is absolutely insane. Probably the safest possible investment if you did want to buy old arts for long-term value. Though I don't think that's a great idea, because, as I said, the second more set 1 product hits the market, everything is going to tank. There's no point, but I would not be buying anything now unless you absolutely need it. Of course, you got the Old Heart Sanji and the Old Heart Doffy. These is about $50. These haven't changed, but the purple rares in the absolute gutter at $20. Yeah, if you pull the purple rare alt, my heart goes out to you. Looking at the leaders, and we're seeing these maintaining their very high price tags from last time. $200+ on the Zoro, $140 on the Law, $130 on the Doffy, $90 on the Luffy, and then a tier below, about $70 on the Blurpool leaders, 50 on Odin, and 30 on King. King remaining down in the gutter, where he belongs. Yeah, again, these have not really changed. These are just exceptionally high prices. But I think what we're probably most interested in is going to be the super rare and secret rare prices. So let's take a look. Manga Shanks, $950. Again, as I said months ago, everyone was fire selling theirs on release. If you don't need the money immediately and you are happy to sit on your Manga Shanks for 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 months, you are going to see massive returns, and we're already seeing it up at $950. It was fluctuating there, but the market has essentially been flooded out of everyone who just wanted easy cash. Now the price on this card is going to tank once again when that restock does come in, because people are going to pull the Manga Shanks, they're going to go, oh yep, free money, and they're going to sell it. But once you move on from there, if you weren't here now, it's probably only going to get more and more expensive. Zoro, alt art, lead character, $150. Again, this card is just running shit in terms of how played it is. The best super rare the best alt art you can really pull outside of the Manga Shanks, and of course the leader Zoro. Yamato alt art at $115. Not really sure why this one has been climbing so much. It's not like it sees a massive amount of play right now. Maybe people are banking on Kinemon in set 2 making this card really, really good. And so people are buying it in advance, though again I wouldn't recommend that, because again there should be a set 1 restock coming in. So Law up at $90. Card is absolutely amazing in Law. I'm not a massive fan of it in Kid, but I see it in a lot of US deck lists. They really do like their 4 copies of Law in some cases. And in those situations, I mean, yeah, like when there's that much demand for the card, not surprising. Hancock, $90. Again, waifu tax and expensive. Kid, $50. Pretty good. Kaido, $50. Luffy, $45. Mihawk, $40. King, $35. Alt art Shanks. This has got to be the most depressing alt art to pull. If I get an alt art Shanks, I would just purely be sad. And then we got the alt Croc here at 27 and Kinemon at 17. No doubt anyone's buying him. Let's look at the base rarities though. Shanks secret rare for $20. I do think that's quite surprising with how much play it is seeing at the moment in terms of red. But I guess, he doesn't have the waifu tax, which Yamato does, who's $32, which is kind of crazy. I only have 3, but I ain't paying that much for a Yamato. And then, of course, Zoro at $30 and Law at 17. Law has been fluctuating left, right, and center, so yeah, kind of crazy. And then Hancock at 10 and Kid at 7, rounding out basically all of the relevant pricing. So overall, what's the state of the market? Basically, things kind of reached their peak a few weeks ago, and it's just been pretty clear that there is enough demand there to not cause prices to capitulate downwards, which is kind of wild to me that people are content to buy at these prices when it's really not necessary. Now, as of the time of recording, it is a week before the Treasure Cup. At this point, I really hope people have all their things. You'll notice prices have not really decreased, so if you were waiting in the hopes of that, you might have screwed yourself over, but by just not having enough time for things to arrive. I can't imagine there's anyone stupid enough out there to have not bought any of their cards until this week. However, it's possible. If that is you, good luck. People might take this opportunity to just shag you and be like, oh, you need a Zoro? Yeah, $50. What are you going to do? Say no? Like, you might not have many options. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over this Treasure Cup weekend. I think the market watch I'm very interested to make is going to be the market watch on, I'll make it Monday the 6th, I think that'll be, of February. And the reason I'm interested in making it then is because that's going to be fully after every single one of those first Treasure Cups. We're going to know the meta. We're going to know what won. We're going to know what got top 16, top 8. We're going to know everything. And with that knowledge, we're going to know exactly what cards are really, really good. And therefore, what cards people are going to want in the 2 weeks between the end of this Treasure Cup and the start of the next one on the 18th, I believe is the next there's like 3 or so on that weekend across the regions. And people are going to start picking some stuff up if they played something else and now they want to play whatever the meta is. So that'll be a very interesting one to see. But overall, yeah, prices are just disgustingly high. Even at base rarity, I do not like a super rare $30. It's ridiculous. It's because you need 4 copies of it. Even Law at like almost 20 feels kind of, don't really like that. I prefer the base rarity to be very, very cheap, very, very easily accessible, so lots of people can play the game. But anyway, that is enough waffling. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below about some of these prices. I mean, if anyone has heard anything else about this restock, this fabled restock, please do let me know, because stuff I'm hearing is very conflicting. Everything from the restock is actually just the back-ordered product that was originally ordered, and just there was such bad distribution issues it never reached, all the way through to Bandai's on a whole other print run that's going to get here in March. I've heard everything in that spectrum. I think it's closer to the former than the latter, but let me know if you've heard anything in the comment section down below. That is it for this video. Thanks so much for watching once again. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next One Piece video on Tuesday. Watch it. Cheers.